Hey guys, it's me Kiana and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir review. I have read now all three books and I have reviewed all three books. I'll leave an Ember on the Ashes book review right here, and then I'll leave A Torch Against the Night review right here as well. Now, A Reaper at the Gates is the third book in the Ember and the Ashes quartet. The first two books right here. Currently, Sabaa Tahir is working on the fourth book. We do not yet have a title and we do not yet have a release date. But in the first book, An Ember in the Ashes, we meet a couple of characters. We meet Laia, who is a slave, Elias, who is a soldier, and Helene, who is Elias's best friend and also a soldier. Laia's brother in the first book is taken by the marshals, and she now has to join the rebels to try to get her brother back. And in order to get her brother back, she has to go to the martial school where Elias and Helene is at. Elias is one of the top students basically at this academy. His mother is the commandment. His father is one of the most respected basically generals ever. And then shit starts to unfold and all of that. They have to go through 4 trials. Only 2 can survive. The first one will become the emperor, the empress. The second becomes the blood strike, and the third has to be killed. Helene becomes the blood strike, and she is tasked with killing Elias, but Laia and Elias escape, and that's when we go on to A Torch Against the Night. In A Torch Against the Night, now they're basically on this road to save Laia's brother from basically this unbreakable prison. And we get more of Helene's family in that one. We get more of Elias's story in that one. We meet Laia's brother in that one more than we do, and then we get more of the history. Now on to A Reaper at the Gates. In A Torch Against the Night, Elias basically becomes the soul catcher. So now instead of helping Laia and her brother and all of that, he has to basically embrace being the soul catcher because he technically can't go far from the forest. And a lot happens, so let's jump into the review. The way I do my reviews for books is I do my rating, my favorite characters, my least favorite characters. I basically just read the flap, what it says there, and I explain, because I tab this up, I explain what each means, and then I do my personal review. So I rated this a 5 out of 5 stars. This book was amazing, and out of all 3 so far, this is absolutely my favorite book. My favorite characters were Laia and Helene. Laia for the fact that over these 3 books, she starts off very weak and not confident in herself in the first book. In the second book, she grows into these magical powers that she for some reason has. And then in this book, she is taking no shit. She is like, I need to save my people. I need to save my brother. I need to save Elias. I need to do this. And she's more confident in herself. Helene, I didn't like her that much in the first 2 books. But now in this 3rd book, her sister is the empress and she needs to protect her sister from who the emperor is. And I love how family devoted she is. And I love how when she sees the error of her ways, instead of being what people expect her to be, she's kind, she is sweet, and I love her. And I can't wait to see what is in store for these 2 characters in the next book. My least favorite characters, I have 3, is Elias, Karis, and the Nightbringer. Elias, because in order for him to become the soul catcher, he has to distance himself from all of the people he loves, including Laia, Helene, the tribal people who raised him, and all of that. And I don't like how quickly he turned his emotions off. It was like he never truly cared, and it was just like an on and off switch. Cares for the fact of how close she was to killing a child and didn't really care about that. And then the Nightbringer, I'm still iffy about. I don't like him as much as I don't dislike him as much as I dislike Elias and Karis, but I dislike him for the fact that he's willing to let all these evil spirits out because of something that happened so many years ago. But that's just me. So let's read what the flap says. Beyond the Martial Empire and within it, the threat of war looms ever larger. Helene Aquila, the Bloodstrike, is desperate to protect her sister's life and the life of everyone in the Empire. Yet danger lurks on all sides. Emperor Marcus, hunted by his past, grows increasingly unstable and violent, while Karis Ventura, the ruthless commander, capitalized on the Emperor's volatility to grow her own power, regardless of carnage she leaves in her path. Far to the east, Laia of Sierra knows that the fate of the world lies not in the nations of the martial court, but in stopping the Nightbringer. During that hunt to bring him down, Laya faces unexpected threats from those she hoped would help her and is drawn into battle she never thought she'd have to fight. And in the land between the living and the dead, Elias Venturis has given up his freedom to serve as soul catcher. However, in doing so, he vowed himself to an ancient power that demands his complete surrender, even if that means abandoning the woman he loves. So now let's explain the tags. For every book, I always put a sticky note right here on the title page, and it explains all the colors. So orange is Elias's history, blue is Laya's history, yellow is world history, green is sweet moments, and then pink is just like important like war strategies in history. I only have one pink tab, and then the rest is either blue, which is Laya, or green, which is really, really sweet moments, and I did enjoy that. So I'm gonna put this book down, like over here. And now we're gonna get into the spoily parts. So we meet the cook in book 1, and Number in the Ashes, and she has basically admitted that she was tortured by the commandment. This is where it gets spoily, so if you have not read this, you can stop this review right here, because spoilers is like from this point on. Like I'm gonna try to put like a flash up. And it turns out Cook is Laya and Darius's mother. We get a flashback of when her mother and her father and her older sister were taken by the commandment somehow, and how the commandment tortured them, and how she like tortured like Laya's mother to the point of, I'm gonna kill your husband and your daughter unless you don't help me. And her mother, who now goes by Cook, she refuses to touch Laya. She refuses to talk about any of that. She ended up killing her own husband and daughter to try to save them from the commandment. That part messed me up. I'm gonna insert screenshots right after I say this. I tweeted Sabaa Tahir on Twitter, and I was like, I am 330 pages into A Reaper at the Gates, and I just have one question. How dare you do this to me? And she actually replied to me, so I'm gonna put the screenshot up now. That was honestly the most like breathtaking thing that ever happened to me, because she knew what I was talking about. Like that exact page, she knew what I was talking about, and it was just amazing. Like I said, Elias turned heartless really, really quick, and that bothered the shit out of me, because it was really like it was an on-off switch, that he had no feelings for these people whatsoever. He was like, you know what, whatever, I give up that to become this. He could have fought becoming the soul catcher, but that would have meant he would have died, and I kind of didn't want that. But I still don't like how quick he turned off his emotions. And then somehow I loved how we get more of Helene's powers. Her powers become stronger. Her sister is poisoned, and it almost kills both her and the unborn baby. And the Nightbringer tells her, your healing power is enough to save your sister. So somehow from her saving, like healing Laya's heals when she's tortured by the commandment in book 1, now to book 3, where she can basically bring back this half-dead baby, and she with singing binds him in a way that the baby is more like her family, and basically has nothing of Marcus but his strong will and his determination. I want in the 4th book, because the 4th book is most likely going to be the last book, I need in that 4th book more on Helene's powers. I need more on Helene's powers. I need more on Elias being the soul catcher. I need more on if Cook is going to help Laya, and like I need more. I absolutely loved A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir, and I cannot wait to see what she has in store for the 4th book. I still need a freaking title, like, and I want to know what color she's gonna do, because so far it's green, red, and blue. Ember in the Ashes is like orange, red. A Torch Against the Night is blue, and then A Reaper at the Gates is green. And I just want to know what color she's gonna go in next, because it needs to be as amazing as the three books are. But that is all for my review of A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. I'll be leaving here 2 videos. I honestly feel you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post Monday and Thursday, but with the way my work schedule is going, sometimes I can't always post. And I'll hopefully be seeing you guys really, really soon with a tag video. Bye, guys.